All right, where'd your name come from?
Well, my name, Cam Coldheart, you know what I mean? And my name, my real name, Cameron. And the Coldheart comes from my label, you know what I mean? My company, Coldheart Entertainment. So it's, you know, it's like a tag to my name, because that's who I am, Cam Coldheart. Coldheart ENT.
Where are you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina, man. That's where I'm based out of.
Now, what's your opinion of the state of hip-hop in North Carolina right now?
I like what hip-hop at in North Carolina, actually. I mean, you know, we ain't got too many mainstream artists right now that the nation or the world seen, but it's a lot of people working hard, you know what I mean, and they progressing, so that's always a good thing. Us, we've been working for a while, you know what I mean. I'm gonna shout out Honey Gang out of Charlotte, you know what I mean, niggas I came up with from the dirt, you know what I mean, with them, so they got my support, and they be going, you know what I mean. So it's plenty of others though, so you know, we working.
Give me a tour of the city of Charlotte, North Carolina for someone that's never been there before. What's your favorite food spot in the city?
Well, you know, I like Ruth Chris. Just, you know, just the style and the flavor right downtown. Me personally, but a tour, I mean, downtown, just, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's getting bigger, the attraction's getting bigger. You know, we got CIAA. So a lot of people from other places get to see what that's like when they come in for that. And, you know, it's the streets, like everywhere else. You know, we got your, it's just, you know, it's kind of like a smaller Atlanta, a lot of people like to say, you know what I mean? Everything that's here is there, you know, we growing. It's a beautiful thing, Charlotte.
Favorite nightclub in the city?
Favorite nightclub? I can't really say my favorite nightclub, but it's a few of them. I'm gonna say my favorite promoters, and that's gonna be Sportioda and my boy Fresh, you know what I mean? Just gotta respect what they doing. They've been doing their thing for a long time. They be from Republic, the Cameo, the Oak Room, or wherever you can know in Charlotte. They do their thing from 935, so salute to them, you know what I mean?
Favorite strip club?
Definitely Cameo right now, you know what I mean? It's a beast.
Now, any other spots you would recommend someone visit? Charlotte, we talked about the food, nightlife. Anything else that stick out to you in particular? Someone that's never been to Charlotte before.
If you ain't never been to Charlotte, where you gotta go? Well, you gotta go check out them Hornets, so you gotta go check out them Panthers, straight downtown, you know what I mean? You'll never be able to do that anywhere else. So do that, definitely, if you get a chance. And them, in the Knights, baseball, they got a new stadium downtown, it's beautiful. City beautiful, my home.
Now let's take it back a little bit. What type of student were you in school?
I was smart, you know what I mean? My teachers would always tell me I was smart, you know what I mean? I was a good talker. They wanted me to be in debate and stuff like that because I was able to prove things well. But I was lazy. I ain't really like what they was teaching. You know what I mean? I was smart at whatever I wanted to do, you know what I mean? But it was to put the attention on school, it was tough for me. I like to use my abilities for other things, whether that's right or wrong, you know, to each his own. But I was lazy, you know what I mean? I always just did just enough, you know, and I got up out of it. I did a little college. I just decided it wasn't for me. I jumped into entrepreneurship, you know what I mean? Now we running a music company.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
I worked at Bloom when I was in 11th grade for about 2 weeks.
What's that?
And it was a grocery store. It was a grocery store. They made it, Food Line made it or something like that. And it just wasn't for me. I was in 11th grade. I started selling candy. I got went to Sam's Club and got a bunch of candy for cheap, and I started selling that in school. I wasn't supposed to, but I was making a pretty good profit. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to, you know what I mean, sell merchandise and just I wanted the sky to be the limit every day. You feel me? As much as I sell, as much as I can make. And them salaries, just that fixed life, wasn't for me. Wasn't for me. Sky's the limit, man.
Biggest candy seller?
Huh?
I'm saying biggest candy seller out of all the candy you sold. What was it? What'd you sell the most of?
No, real candy, Snickers, Kit Kats.
I'm saying what sold the most?
Oh, out of all of them, girls used to like Kit Kats. You know what I mean? The little Snickers. I mean, really, I had all that Suckers. You know what I mean? I was like the school candy lady in school though. And I guess I used to get all my J's and everything at one point. Now, you know, the streets, you know, I came up in the streets, you know what I mean? I made a few dollars I ain't proud of. But it's a blessing, you know, not have to do nothing like that no more and make an income. Like I say, well, it's still the sky's the limit every day, but I ain't in the streets. You know what I mean? I'm in the booth, I'm printing up shirts, I'm printing up CDs, I'm getting donations and stuff like that. So that's been actually profitable. The merchandise, the events, been real profitable.
Worst thing you put your parents through?
Say the worst thing I put my parents through was probably not finishing college. Not being that athlete they wanted me to be at first, you feel me? But they ain't really tripping like that. They just really wanted that for me, so it probably upset them at some point. More than that probably ever tell me, but they supported me a lot with that growing up, you know what I mean, just school. And even though I wasn't good like that for just sports, I always had mediocre grades and stuff though, but they wanted better for me than them. So that was cool. I mean, my parents were split up. I just stayed with my mom. But you know, I had support from both ways. I can't act like that. Like, I ain't have my mama, I ain't have my daddy. You know what I mean? You know, I know that is a rough situation for a lot of people. I respect it. You know, those struggles make people grow. So, you know what I mean? But I was fortunate enough to have that. And yeah, they probably upset I didn't go that way. But they not as upset now as, you know, everything been paying off for me. And, you know, I got that bank account now with money in it. And I can help them every now and then. So, you know, they ain't complaining.
Message to the youth.
Message to the youth. To the youth. Man, I want the youth to know that they can do whatever they want to do. You can do whatever you want to do without nobody having to tell you you're good enough. Or if you're not good enough. If you feel like you're good enough, you can do it. A lot of things that's set up, you know, football, jobs, it's somebody over the top saying you're good enough or you're not good enough. Whether you want that job, he good enough, he not good enough. Whether you want to be on that football team, he good enough, he not good enough. You good enough for whatever you want to do. And you know what I mean? You could own the football team. Just take your mind past that. That's why I like entrepreneurship. I would advise the youth to dive into entrepreneurship before anything else, just because you ain't got, nobody can tell you you're good enough or you're not. All you got to do is grind every day and show yourself, and you know what I mean, make that happen. You ain't got to answer to nobody. You know what I mean? Just believe in yourself. Believe in what you can do. Don't let nobody stop you, no matter what they say.
Let's talk music.
All right.
What do you hate the most about the music industry?
I don't hate nothing about the music industry. I mean, nothing specific that just jump out with you asking that broad question. I mean, I like the music industry. I like the work everybody putting in, because you know what I mean. I'm one person that know that work ain't as easy as people think it is, and sitting at home from afar, man, that's work. Getting yourself out there and making it to that type of level, you know what I mean? That's work. It's work for somebody, even if it wasn't for the artist himself or the people behind him. Like, somebody working, they working hard, you know what I mean? They got a true dedication to it, and they sacrificing a lot for it. So, salute to all of them that's in the music game that's doing it, definitely.
Top 3 things you need in a studio.
That I need in the studio? Top 3 things I need in the studio. I need the mic. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say things I need. I ain't even going to say things I want, because that's not what you asked. I need the mic. I need the producer. and I need his equipment. That's three things, and we gonna make it happen.
What's the realest shit you ever wrote so far in your collection?
Realest shit I ever wrote. I never thought about it, but you know what I mean? I can let you know that right now, Blocking out, you know what I mean? It's actually unreleased. We just worked on the video. It's coming on the No Fame All game. I'm gonna say Making Drops out, something you can look at that's at World Star right now. Just type in Making with no G, Drops at World Star, Cam Coldheart, Cam space Coldheart. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the realest thing right now. And you can get a visual from it, but I mean, all my shit hot. All my shit real.
What are your keys to success?
My key to success is sacrifice. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people can't make it to where they want to be, because they can't make the right sacrifices to put their energy and that work into where it need to be to get where you want to be. So, you know what I mean? Sacrifice a big thing. You gotta do it without a lot to go where you want to go.
Is there a meaning behind your hair?
Nah. I mean, it's a meaning. It just depends on how you look at it. To a lot of people it is. To me, they was hot when I got them in high school. You know what I mean? To me now, I mean, I look at them as a little more important. You know, it's natural. So, you know, I'm more of a natural type person. Actually a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian probably about 2.5 years now. So, you know, dread more of a natural hairstyle. So, yeah, thumbs up the dreads.
Any tips for someone that's working on that too, as well?
What, dread?
Yeah.
Just get them done less as possible. So try and be pretty all the time. You know what I mean? Let your hair grow. Let it take its course. Let it get healthy. You know what I mean? Be as natural as possible. I mean, I ain't saying you don't get G'd up. I do it, but I don't do it all the time. I try not to.
So what you got going on right now?
Well, right now, the campaign is underway. You know what I mean? The No Fame All Game campaign, that's the mixtape, my mixtape. Hosted by Hood Rich Lil King, DJ Ben Frank out of Charlotte. And it got a lot of unreleased music on there. You know what I mean? Unreleased song Flight with Project Pat, you know. Look out for the videos on World Star for that. I'm dropping another mixtape in July called Streets Made Me Cold. I'm dropping my artist Young Stro, his mixtape Froze. You know what I mean? You're gonna be seeing us in a lot of your favorite blogs, all hip hop. You know what I mean? Jack Thriller, you know, we linking with a lot of people. You're gonna be having a lot of collabs with a lot of your favorite artists. You know what I mean? I did a song with Donkey, Boosie, one of Boosie affiliates. That's on that mixtape. And Project Pat, you know, that's my dog. We gonna stay making music. I got a video coming with that. And you know, the campaign gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. You're gonna be hearing about Coldheart everywhere, all over the internet.